Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is well. Figured I'd bring you along for a ride for quite a interesting video. Now, as you guys already know, I am very much a Ducati fanboy. But in the world of motorcycling, there's been quite a interesting development. A development, I hear you say. What development may that be? Well, allow me to tell you. That development is the introduction of the V4 Streetfighter. Now, as we go along and we talk, I shall be throwing up a few pictures of press release images, and if I can find some video, I'll add that as well. But the majority of it probably will be pictures. But it will give everyone a good idea of what to expect with this new V4 Streetfighter. Now, with it being the V4, I suspect the V4 Streetfighter will probably be, well, they'll probably bring out more than one version of it, but I dare say the one that's going to be released first, which is going to be used at Pikes Peak in July, I think it is. It'll probably have the standard V4 1100 engine, or at least that's what I suspect anyway. So it will probably have somewhere in the region of about 200, maybe 205 horsepower, which obviously is insane for a naked, but you know, it's a V4, what do you expect? Obviously, with being a street fighter, it's gonna, from what I've seen and the pictures that I've got, it is actually very similar to the street fighters of old. Back when, like, they made the 848 Street Fighter, the 1098 or 1198 Street Fighter, whichever one it was. But whichever one it was, or whichever two it was, should I say, they were still very, very good bikes by all accounts. Yeah, so from what I've seen of this new Street Fighter, it's got a rather cool colour scheme, paint scheme to it, which is... Oh, you having a fucking giggle? Dumb bitch. Anyway, so this colour scheme, I'm not sure whether it's a prototype colour scheme or whether it's something they'll actually roll out across all the Street Fighters, but if they do, great. If they don't, not so bad. So yeah, this colour scheme, power, okay, it's basically a V4, or maybe with a V4S with no bodywork on it, apart from a very, very small tail unit, which is fine because it needs to have a tail unit, otherwise you can't sit on the fucking thing. From what I've seen as well, it looks like it's got O-lins front and back, but don't quote me on that. I'll let the pictures talk for themselves. I dare say it's probably going to have a dry clutch as well, or at least a version of it's going to have a dry clutch. From what I've seen, like I said, it still looks pretty cool. I'd have one. In fact, I wouldn't just have one, I would buy a fleet of them, depending on obviously the cost of them. Price wise, As far as I know, they haven't been the actual price of them hasn't been released, but I dare say starting price will probably be somewhere in the region of the same as the V4, so probably about, I don't know, maybe 18 grand, 16, 18 grand. But obviously, depending on what model you get, obviously you've got the standard V4 Streetfighter, and then you probably have an S and an R and an SP and all that kind of shit. I don't know what this geezer's doing, but I ain't got time for him. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, back to the Streetfighter. I dare say it's probably going to sound absolutely fucking amazing, because from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to have a either the Aki slip-on system, or it's going to have the full system like the what the Panigale has. So yeah, I dare say that it's going to be a rather interesting product when it finally appears. Obviously, comment and like, subscribe, all that usual good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. So, adios.